Hey everyone, welcome back to Singularity. It's been a little while since I have played this. I have been away for 20 days this time, so hopefully all my stuff has earned a lot. And this ends in 13 hours, so I will probably not get through most of it, but that's fine. The human body seems to be vulnerable to disease. The immune system defends against infection, but it is not always enough. How can humans fight an invisible enemy? Cool. Yeah, this is definitely... I'm not going to get very far in this because it ends in 13 hours. And I'm also not going to be playing this constantly, but I will do what I can with it. I'm gonna go to Beyond first this time because I'm excited to see how everything's going over there. Everything's very expensive now. So, let's see. I have been gone for 20 days and I still have barely any bar here. Okay, first thing I want to do is finish ranking up the moon because I'm close to the end of this one, so. Perfect. I get to open a thing now. And earn dark matter. Ooh, I get a Neptune thing. Perfect. Perfect. Nice. Get to open another thing now. Alright, and then I also get to open more dark matter and more things in general here. Yay, okay. Perfect. Okay. That takes a long time now, but that's okay. Okay. Let's see. This is new. Methane blue. While the Earth looks blue from space because of its oceans, Neptune's cold blue color comes from the large amounts of methane in the atmosphere. Yay. High winds. I've read before, but it's cool. Okay. What am I doing? I need Uranus, Ganymede, and Triton for you. We're already not able to afford that. Triton is way too expensive. Oh, we're already out of so much. I need so much now for this. Anyway, I am going to level up more things. Perfect. And then Enceladus. Neptune I can actually afford right now as well. Ooh, perfect. So expensive now. Okay. Saturn. Vesta. I have to get Vesta to 8, which is gonna take a while with the way things are priced right now. It's actually not taking as long as I thought it would. I know it's about to get really expensive, but that's still kind of cool. Okay. Artifacts. I want that, but I don't have Oort Cloud things anyway. Cat domestications, that looks cool. All of those look cool, but I might actually save that stuff for now. And I'll be back to this one. That's so satisfying though. It always feels like I run out of everything so fast, but it's still really satisfying because they are such large values that I need to be able to level it up that much. Okay. Oh, there are more. Okay. How many are there? Because I am already eligible for asteroids. Ooh, that's new, the herbivore thing. I need this. Perfect. Okay. Oh, this can be updated. Okay, and then that one. Yeah. And you also. Perfect. This is satisfying too. I got so many things done. Okay. Let's see. anything else to upgrade? No, it is time to asteroid. And hopefully I can automate the Velociraptor in the next one, because that is annoying having to click on it every time. Okay. We're getting closer to the dinosaur I seek. You've come so far. Well, that's interesting. So it's looking for a specific one? That's cool, I guess. Oh, I have a new one. I will have a new one. Pachycephalosaurus. That I have to photograph, apparently. Alright, time to upgrade one of these. To collect 1,000 mutagen, but that is honestly perfect because so many of the things I have to upgrade now cost 1,000. Pretty much all of these things, except for predentary bone, are now going to be 1,000. But that's okay. I'll get there eventually. And I'm almost 1/10 of the way there already. So that's satisfying. I'm getting to where they're starting to get pretty expensive. But I will get them to 50 eventually. Alright. This is satisfying. I can get Velociraptor now. Even though it's not automated. And I really want it to be automated. That would make everything so much more convenient if it was automated. But unfortunately, it is not. Okay, I don't have that yet to photograph, but I will eventually photograph it. The only one that I can really actively try to do is the Velociraptor, because it's the only one that I can see what it is and that I can kind of control how much I do toward it. Because mutagen, you kind of get it when you get it based on leveling up other things. And I can't photograph a thing I don't have yet, so... And I also don't know which other ones I'm supposed to level up to how much to get the other things, so... Velociraptor is kind of the focus right now, I guess. Although, I will come back to that. I will go to primary now because why not? And I haven't been there yet, and I'm sure there's a lot of stuff to click and a lot of stuff to read. Okay. There's so much here now. Okay, let's see. For this, International Space Station. Launched in 1998, the International Space Station is a vessel orbiting the Earth where astronauts from all over the world can work together to study and learn more about space. Nice. Now we have so many things here. I will continue my quest to get all of these to 300. Okay. Slow walkers, fast learners. In a laboratory environment, some turtles have shown evidence of being able to learn basic operant tasks such as maze navigation. Their memories may last anywhere between 7.5 months and 9 years. 7.5 is interestingly specific. Okay. So close to being 200. Okay. Yay. Progress. Okay, all of these things are stupidly expensive now. I'm going to this for now. Okay. Android I can get for the first time. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Then I can also get human... Oh, I should read Android first. Okay. Inhabiting the deepest reaches of the uncanny valley, humanoid robots are designed to mimic a human appearance. Okay. And then we have Human Expedition, which will do a cutscene. Ah. Okay. That's new. Cool. Okay. Human Expedition. For the first time, humans travel to another planet. We are now officially an interplanetary species. And then Sentient Android. One day we may have fully conscious, self-aware artificial intelligences housed inside simulated human bodies, perhaps indistinguishable from their organic counterparts. Alright, and it looks like I have a lot of research things I can do here, so I'm gonna do those first and then come back. Okay. Martian mining. Mars has many volcanoes, and as a result, the planet is rich with compounds and minerals like copper, iron, nickel, lead, silver, bismuth, and many more. Okay. Resource extraction equipment. Mining isn't easy when you're the first people on the planet. We'll need drilling and extraction equipment if we're going to harvest the planet's abundant geological resources. Okay. Stylized appearance. Why would you want to look like everyone else? While some androids strive to emulate humans, others will embrace their own identity. Highly stylized androids make sure you always know who's the man and who's the machine. And then on the counter side, human appearance. They say that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. One day robots will begin to look more like humans, and eventually we won't be able to tell the difference at a glance anymore. Personality programming. How much of your personality is innate and how much is gained through experiences? What does that mean in a world where even a robot can gain consciousness? Self-improvement through science may become a new reality. That is the plot of a book that I reviewed on my other channel, Reading Realm. Kinda. It's similar to a plot of it. It's part of the plot. Anyway, self-modification. Technological advances allow us to augment basic human ability. These can range from laser eye surgery and steroids to pacemakers and implanted mechanical components. Okay. Embodied consciousness. Does the human soul exist? We may not have an answer to that question, but now the human mind can be transferred from one body to another or even uploaded and stored in a machine. Could this open the door to immortality? Should we open the door to immortality, I think, is a more important question. Cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria is necessary for soil adaptation and for the viable production of food, fuel, and oxygen. By cultivating these tiny organisms, we have opened up the potential for long-term life support on the red planet. Okay. Deflection shields. Mars has a thin atmosphere, and exposure to radiation and solar flares is dangerous for our human explorers. We need protection in the form of shields to guard us. HAB. HAB is short for Habitation Module, a pressurized environment that offers protection from the sun, radiation, and dust storms. Microgravity research. Time spent in space is hard on an astronaut's body. The effects of low gravity on bones is still being studied. That's grammar. Okay, it's still being studied, and we'll need to know more before we begin sending astronauts on long interplanetary missions. Propellant production plant. The sooner we can use the resources of Mars to create the fuel we need to send space shuttles between the red planet and Earth, the better. Alright, then. Okay. Now that I have the leftover stuff there, I will work on getting these to 100. This one's actually going really fast. Oh, I've got more things unlocked now. Apparently. Okay, I will click on this now. Reach for the stars. Mars is there waiting to be reached. Quote by Buzz Aldrin. And then we have 99 lift balloons. The earliest reported use of an unmanned aerial vehicle or drone for combat occurred in 1849 when Austrian forces holding Venice under siege attacked the city with incendiary balloons. Okay. Mars is for soccer moms. Okay. While it's hard to tell from pictures, the Curiosity rover is actually 10 feet long, 7 feet high, and 9 feet wide, about the size of a small SUV. I love Curiosity. Okay. Lost in space. Of the 43 missions to send landing rovers to Mars since 1960, 25 have failed. I'd be interested to see the timeline of that. Anyway. Okay. Biodome. The next step up from the HAB, biodomes are closed ecological systems. As more explorers land on Mars, this is where they will live. Psychological support. The first astronauts to land on Mars will have to be psychologically strong. Months of separation from their families back on Earth and the isolation of space can take their toll on the human psyche and will need good support to keep these explorers mentally well. Ooh, there's a new one here. I'll get that if I can afford it after this. Okay. Machine rights. If machines are able to think and feel like humans, how do we determine how we get to treat them or how they get to treat us? Good question. Social media. With the age of the internet, social networks are able to connect people from all over the world in real time, creating new possibilities for mass communication. Uploaded consciousness. Will humans even need bodies in the future? Our fragile human meat sacks may be a thing of the past if we can implant our brains and consciousness into machines or even to the internet itself. Okay. There are things here. Martian settlement. We are no longer... Yeah, wait, it's gonna do a thing. Okay. Cool. We are no longer just explorers now, we are colonists. And that unlocked a lot of other things. Okay. Water drilling. To gain access to the frozen underground waters of Mars, we must drill deep into the planet's crust. Radiation protection. Long-term radiation protection will be necessary as we begin to colonize Mars. Underground living quarters are one potential solution to this problem. Okay. Ore refinement. Now that we're beginning to mine Mars's natural metals and minerals, we're going to have to purify them so that we can begin to turn them into new materials. Genetic engineering. We'll need to change our genetic structures to make the human body better suited to life in low gravity. And fertilizer production. If we're going to live on Mars, we need to be able to grow on Mars. Fertilizer makes our soil richer, and the methane and carbon dioxide produced as byproducts are valuable in their own right. And then, completely separately, water mill. To grind grain on a large-scale natural energy beats animal power. Water mills are the most common choice, with giant wheels to capture an endless supply of hydropower. Beyond millstones, they now run machines for sawing, tanning, forging, and cloth making. Nice. That's so low-tech compared to all the other things I've been reading, but that's cool. I also think we need to learn how to take care of our own planet before we go try to colonize any other planets. Because if we learn nothing about how to take care of our own planet that already provides everything we need, it's not gonna go well if we try to go take over another planet. Anyway, Martian factory. New thing. Alright. The human settlements on Mars begin to become self-sufficient. Now that we can reap the benefits of Mars' natural resources, we start to create the new Martian economy. I'm earning so much of this so fast. This thing that I just got today is already almost to level 70. I might get it to 100. We'll see. Yup. Oh, and then there's more things available now too. Okay. Well, I'll get to those. Okay. Now we're out of resource for that. Okay. He's got a point. It's not going to do any good to land on Mars if we're stupid, Ray Bradbury. That's exactly what I mean. Learn to take care of Earth before you go to Mars. The air up there. Mars has a very thin atmosphere. The atmospheric pressure on Mars is equal to only 1% of that found at Earth's sea level. Okay. And then Red Rover. Mars tugs at the human imagination like no other planet. With a force mightier than gravity, it attracts the eye to the shimmering red presence in the clear night sky. John Noble Wilford. Okay. Viking exploration. The Viking lander on Mars is a toy grown to large size, a metaphor of a dream, that dream of extending our will, our hand, our seeing eye to another world. It is not a machine, it is us. Ray Bradbury again. He has a lot of stuff to say about this. Okay. Advanced propulsion. New and more efficient forms of propulsion make travel between Earth and Mars faster than ever before. Crewed rovers. Exploratory vehicles allow us to travel from one end of the Martian desert to the other. Road trip to Olympus Mons, anyone? Nice. Okay. Lava tubes. Mars is underground. Lava tubes form natural tunnels that are perfect places for underground shelter. Interplanetary trade route. Fast transport between Earth and Mars and the high productivity of Martian factories means that the first trade routes between Earth and Mars are a success. Okay. Nuclear fusion. Now that we've mastered factories, we've proven that we can perform large-scale complex operations on Mars. So why not open a nuclear power plant? I can think of several reasons why you might not want to do that. Renewable energy. Where once we saw dust storms, now we see windmills. Where once we saw the harsh rays of the sun, now we see solar panels. The disadvantages of Mars are now what powers our society. This is true human ingenuity. That's probably better than the nuclear idea. Worker living quarters. Housing high numbers of people in close contact. Worker living quarters are an experiment in high-density populations, an important step toward the urban planning that is necessary to build a city. And then back to Middle Ages. Windmill. Like watermills, windmills capture the power of a natural energy source with every spin, but they don't need to be near rivers. Their ingenuity is refining the design and locale to maximize a flighty power source. Alright. Okay. Okay. Those are getting expensive. Okay, first of all. Warmonger. The planet Mars is named after the Roman god of war. To the ancient Greeks, their analogous deity was named Ares. All the planets are named after Roman gods and or Greek gods that were stolen by Rome. Or Titans, technically. Kronos and Uranus is Saturn and Uranus, and those are not technically gods. Anyway, the ancient Greeks thought the Earth was the center of the universe, and Mars was one of the 5 stars that revolved around it. Okay, ashes to ashes, rust to dust. Mars' red color is due to the presence of iron oxide on the planet's surface. The planet is literally comprised of rust dust. Okay, more things here. Large-scale extraction. Better machines allow us to extract more raw resources from the planet. Our technology has advanced to make spacesuits that are easier to move and work in. Complex physical tasks are now possible thanks to increased mobility while working outside. Commercial spaceflight. With transport between the Earth and Mars faster than ever, it is now quicker, cheaper, and easier to travel between planets. And advanced robotics. Increasingly complex and competent machines mesh with the human workforce to make Martian factories extra productive, as well as doing jobs too dangerous for humans. Whoa. That's new. That is so green. Okay. Okay. The Martian city. The colonists of Mars work and play and live in the world that they have created. This once hostile planet is now home. And I am earning an insane amount at once. Okay. Martian Chronicles. Mars' distinctive red surface is caused by the rich deposits of iron oxide on the planet's surface. A drink at the Mars bars. Mars has 2 moons, Phobos and Deimos. These moons are thought to be asteroids that became caught in Mars' orbit, as opposed to the Earth's moon, which was originally a piece of the planet that broke off after an impact. Okay, I have more things here. Martian-born adaptability. The first children born and raised in space are different from their parents. Evolving to thrive in the Martian environment, the subtle but important changes signify a new branch of human evolution that is beginning to sprout. Phobos Space Elevator. Transit between Earth and Mars is now faster than ever before. People can commute to New York City in the morning and be home in the shadow of Olympus Mons in time for dinner. Okay. We'll see about that. Martian economy. The economy of Mars is thriving, both independent from and linked to that of Earth. Interplanetary tourism. A trip to Mars, once taking months and made only by the bravest astronauts, is now no more rare than a vacation to Hawaii. Okay. Terraform. After all the years we've spent trying to make Mars more like Earth, this is the final step, changing the very planet at its most basic compositional elements. Okay. Orbital greenhouse heating. The first step of terraforming is raising the temperature to make Mars warmer. Getting the climate of Mars to increase will make agriculture more viable. Okay. Build an atmosphere. Mars has a thin atmosphere and lacks many of the elements we require to survive. If we can alter its composition and strength to become more habitable, we will soon be able to breathe outside our biospheres. Magnetosphere. By rebuilding Mars's magnetospheres and strengthening the planet's poles, we can rejuvenate the flow of water that has been frozen underground for so long. Atmospheric alteration. There are certain elements that will need to be added to the atmosphere. Okay, that's how the grammar works. If we're able to harness those, we're one step closer to a true atmosphere like that of Earth. Alright. Okay. I'm earning an insane amount in this particular part of this simulation right now. Okay, bubbles of death. The pressure on Mars is so low, if a human was to venture out of its surface without a spacesuit, the oxygen in their blood would turn into bubbles and kill them. Yes, that is true. Also, I cannot unlock this now, apparently, because for some reason I'm earning way more of this than I used to be, and I don't know how, because I don't know what that is coming from. Okay. So I don't know where that was, or what it was. I don't know. That's the new one. I think this is what I just did, isn't it? Maybe? I think so. Okay. Yeah. Ziggurat of Ur. Sumerian kings amplified the power of their city-states by building ziggurats, or mountains to the gods. The terraced complex of Ur is crowned by the temple of Nana, the moon god of wisdom who saw the future as the past. That's interesting. Okay. Anatomy. Preparing corpses for burial reveals every organ and fiber of the human body, but how do the pieces work in a living body? At the heart's at the center, pumping blood through our veins, but what does the brain do? Anatomical mysteries will take centuries to solve. Okay, surgery. A living body that's badly injured or ailing, can it be repaired without killing the patient? One surgery that started in the Stone Age and is refined in the Bronze Age is trephination, cutting a hole in the skull to relieve pressure on the brain. Alright. Oh, I can get this, apparently. Yeah. So I have to find where that thing was. Well, there's this. Non-retractile claws. Most caniforms have claws that do not retract. These claws are used for fighting, catching prey, digging for food, and climbing. Okay, but where's the glitch thing from? Longer jaws. The longer jaws of the caniform family are ideally suited to their lifestyle as omnivores, opportunistic feeders, and with a preference for eating meat. Alright. Nice. Oh, it's cute. I like it. Alright. However... Okay. Dog domestication. Nice. Wolves that cozy up to humans, perhaps for meat scraps, evolve floppy ears, curly tails, and social skills. Once domesticated, dogs act as hunting aids, guards, and based on burial sites, beloved buddies. Alright, and then we have... How fast am I earning this? What the heck? Okay. Fully terraformed environment. Okay. I got an achievement for that, apparently. Mars has been terraformed. Humanity is now a multi-planetary civilization. Okay. Mars is now rich and lush with a breathable atmosphere, running water, and a comfortable climate. We have terraformed the red planet into another little blue dot, a twin of planet Earth. Okay, then. Good luck with that, I guess. What am I missing here that I haven't clicked yet? I'm missing a lot of animals in between here, apparently. Here it is, okay. Terraform Mars complete. You have successfully terraformed Mars. Humanity now has a second home. Mars will act as a base for further space exploration. I will actually do that for now. Okay. Now I have these guys. Smellulator. Bloodhounds are a species of dog with an incredible sense of smell. They have been known to follow scents that are several days old, and over distances of nearly 200 miles. Their noses are 40 times more sensitive than the human nose. Nice. That's fun. Alright. I still don't know what that glitch was that I replaced. Or not replaced, but that I fixed that was the animal one. Okay. Many things that I can get there. Okay, rank 23 in Mesozoic, so I'm getting pretty close to that, it looks like. I guess I'll get this now. That seems like a good thing to unlock. I cannot afford it yet at all, but I will eventually. I can unlock this now, which is over here. Okay, so Parthenon. A treasure and a treasury, the ornate centerpiece of the great Acropolis, is also a tribute to Athena, namesake of Athens. The Greeks take marble sculpture to new heights with detailed battle scenes and stone goddesses draped in seemingly transparent robes. Nice. Okay. Alright. Which now gives me more things here. Iron sword. Iron bends more easily than bronze, but its abundance and ease of forging puts swords in the hands of the masses. Large armies stage military campaigns across vast territories. The political makeup of continents undergoes rapid changes. Astronomical calendar. Charting the cyclical, not cylindrical, those are different words. The cyclical dance of worlds beyond Earth reaches a new height in Greece. The Antikythera, maybe, a hand-cranked machine with 30 gears, can pinpoint stars and planets, predict eclipses and phases, track solar and lunar calendar dates, and more. Alright. Sanitization. We have not yet discovered germs, but we begin to understand that unclean living conditions can make us sick. Keeping water free from waste is a first step towards reducing the spread of infectious diseases. Many other effective health and sanitation measures are centuries away. Mechanical clock. From tracking days and months, timepieces now click the hours. In monasteries where monks time their prayers, water clocks and candle clocks are replaced by geared machines driven by weights or springs. In the 15th century, a minute hand is added. Okay. All of these are very expensive now. I love that I have wolf dog-ish things now. That's very fun. I don't know where this is coming from, but apparently it's coming from somewhere. Okay. I will go to the infection part again, which I've done very little with, but that's okay. I have not been collecting contagion at all. I didn't even pay attention to that's something I should be doing. I think I probably should have started that earlier. I forgot this one has 2 materials right from the start. That's fine. The music for this is really upbeat to be talking about disease stuff. Alright. Let's Smallpox, believed to have existed for at least 3,000 years. Smallpox causes itchy, fluid-filled blisters that later scab. It is spread by coughing and sneezing, and also by handling the clothing of the infected. Okay. This has a lot of human life to collect. But I will work on that. I'm definitely not finishing this one. But I will collect what I can in the time I play this, which is probably not going to be that much longer because it has been a little while. I really need to start these at the beginning if I'm going to try and finish the simulation, so. Alright. Yay, I get a lodgit, or however you pronounce whatever those are. Okay. I'm going to go to Mesozoic for a little while and see what's going on over there. We'll see how many velociraptors I can get. Not as many as I would like to have. Beyond probably also doesn't have much that I can do right now, just because of the fact that everything is so expensive now, but we can see. There's still barely anything there. Okay. Let's see what I need to do. Uranus is very important because of this quest. And then Ganymede and Triton. Triton I cannot afford any of right now. But if it's not that, I can do Saturn a bit. I can do Enceladus. I can get my lovely dark matter. Okay. What else do I need to do? I need to do Ceres. I'm actually getting through Ceres pretty fast. I expect that's not gonna stay that way, but that's still exciting. Definitely, I think I have a long way to go because I'm gonna run out of being able to afford it, but that is exciting. I will just start leveling up lower level things so that when I leave and do other things, they will accumulate more over time. It's so much upgrading to get from 8 to 9 in this. But that's okay. I need to get Pluto unlocked so that I can get Charon so that I can do the astronomy mission thing. Because I can't even start that yet because I don't have it. Okay. Mars is very not upgraded. I should also be doing this to Vesta, actually, because it's the thing that I can kind of afford. Not anymore, but I could. I will. I will use that on Ganymede. Okay. Yay, more things. Okay. Nice. This is exciting. Okay. Have a mission available. Okay, we'll go with that. This is very satisfying. These are so expensive. I need more for Triton, but it's so expensive. And Neptune is really valuable, but it's slow. Ah, perfect. I can do this. Yay, rank up. Perfect. I love when I can rank them up while they're doing their accelerated earning. This is so satisfying. Okay. I'll go see how this is going now. Documentation. Greek physician Galen studies and documents the symptoms of each of his patients during the Antonine Plague. Galen doesn't find a cure in his lifetime, but his writings influenced physicians for around 1,500 years. That's a lot of years. This music is so upbeat. Let's see, I have to... That's down there. Okay, I have to get that, and then I have to get a lot of human life, and even more human life. We'll see if I can afford this much of either of these. In the time I'm going to keep playing. We'll see. That makes smallpox more efficient. This one makes human life more efficient. Okay. I think I'm gonna try and save human life to get this, but in the meantime I'll go to primary again. Okay, let's see what is available that I can afford now. These are so expensive now, but I'm getting closer with them. Okay. It's time to start leveling these other things up from the beginning to higher than 100. Because I can. I think I'll just figure out what the other, achievement levels are. It's 150, and then I want to say the next one's probably going to be 250. Yeah, it's not 200. I think it's going to be 250. Yep, it is. Okay, so we have sticks and stones. For early parts of the Stone Age, Neanderthals coexisted with early modern Homo sapiens. There are conflicting theories as to whether Homo sapiens killed off the Neanderthals or if the two species interbred. Ramblin' Man. During the majority of the early Stone Age, humans were hunter-gatherers and lived in nomadic societies. They followed the migration routes of animals and traveled to wherever the next available source of food was. Okay. So then, lots and lots of clicking for Neolithic. So much clicking. Is the theme of this game. So much clicking. I'm earning so much so fast in this. For this unit specifically, the knowledge or light bulbs or whatever that is. I will read all of these upgrade, achievement, whatever they're called, in a little bit. I need to click through all of them first so I don't keep having to click back and forth. Somehow I'm still earning this resource faster than I'm using it, even though I'm using so much of it here. Okay. There's so many things out in this. Oh, that was one too many. There's stuff here now. Not the shooting star, but this. There's just stuff. And Mars is turning blue and green. I'm still earning more than I'm using, somehow. And I don't know how, because everything else, I start running out so much. And I'm sure I will with this eventually, but for now, this is going very well. Okay. So many. I've gotten through almost the entire list that will fit without having to scroll. I've been a little bit distracted by my dog. So I wasn't talking quite as much because he was being really cute. But yes, I'm still earning this faster than I'm using it somehow. I know I'm gonna start running out soon. I have to run out soon. But this is still fascinating. Okay. We'll see how much I can get. I'm excited for when it changes from 12.18 because it's been 12.18 for a long time. Which just shows the sheer scale of numbers that this is working with now. Okay. We will see if I can get to 12.19 with this, or if it will take even more. Still 12.18. Will I get to 12.19 with Singularity, we will see. It's still earning faster than I'm using it. Actually, by an even wider margin than before. Fascinating. Okay. I also think that Singularity and past Singularity doesn't give achievements in the way that the other things do. Or maybe they just give it at very different numbers. Because this is not making them right now. But that's fine, because that's not why I'm doing it anyway. I'm doing it to earn more quickly. And to get this off of 12.18, because I want it to be different than that. Because it's been that for so long. Oh, that one gave an achievement thing. Interesting. Okay. So some of them do. Alright. And I ran out of how much I can afford for that one as I got it to 250, so that was perfect timing, honestly. And we'll scroll down slightly. That's exciting, though. Now I'm starting to use it up faster than I produce it. So, we are making a ton of progress, but it is starting to get into the really expensive things. Okay, and I will click on this now to look at these, because why not? Mount Olympus, the tallest mountain in the solar system, is the Olympus Mons, found on the surface of Mars. It is 21 kilometers tall and has a diameter of 600 kilometers. Okay. I'm going back all the way to this. An axe to grind. The stone axe was one of the most important new tools of the Neolithic Age, allowing for the clearing of forests for human construction. Temple of Doom, the world's oldest freestanding structure, is the Neolithic Temple of Gyantija in Gozo, Malta. Bronze Age daydream. Umbrellas were first invented in the Bronze Age. Whoa, umbrellas are older than I thought they were. Okay, bronze medal. The earliest known seafaring vessel is the Dover Bronze Age boat. It was discovered in the UK and dates back to the 1500s BC. It is thought to be the oldest intact boat in the world. Wattle and Daub. Many Iron Age tribes lived in hill forts, settlements of round earthen huts with thatched roofs that were surrounded by a protective wall. Metal from the sky. Evidence has been found that the ancient Egyptians forged items using meteoric iron, which they may have seen as a gift from celestial gods. That's cool too. Okay, I'll toast to that. Beer and ale were the most commonly drunk beverages in the Middle Ages. Water was often contaminated by bacteria and unsafe to drink, while fermented beverages were less likely to cause sickness. Happy as a pig in clay. The phrase piggy bank comes from an Old English word, pig, maybe, which referred to a type of clay used to make jars that would be used to hold coins. The first time I had a bank account, they gave me a branded piggy bank for their bank, and I got to put coins in it. Anyway, welcome party. The first Westerners to reach Japan were a group of 3 Portuguese traders who stumbled upon the island of Tanegashima, opening up the region to trade and introducing firearms to Japan. Cornucopia. Many common crops that we use today originated in the Americas and were only introduced to Europe after its colonization. These include corn, tomatoes, potatoes, tobacco, rubber, and cacao. Elemental, my dear Watson. In 1669, Hennig Brand became the first person to discover and isolate a new chemical element when he discovered phosphorus. Amazing anatomy. One of the first people to perform human dissection to study anatomy was the Flemish scientist Andreas Vesalius. His treatise De Humani Corporis Fabrica is one of the first accurate books on human anatomy. Population boom. One of the biggest changes of the industrial age was the migration of populations from the country to cities. By 1900, urban populations had increased from only 15% of all people to 85%. Fashion forward. Wearing black was extremely popular in English cities during the industrial age because the air was so polluted from soot and other factory byproducts that it created a thick, constant smog that would stain clothing. There's a moth that evolved to change color because of the soot. It's fascinating. Okay. It's fascinating in a morbid, we're destroying the earth kind of way. Anyway, kaboom. The bikini swimsuit was named after Bikini Atoll, site of the first public test of a nuclear bomb, which had occurred only 4 days before the swimsuit made its public debut. That's really morbid. Okay. Children of the Atom. H.G. Wells' 1914 novel, The World Set Free, proposed a future where scientists discover limitless energy locked within atoms and use it to build weapons, 30 years before scientists would actually discover how to split the atom. Bugging out. The term computer bug was coined in 1945 by programmer and naval officer Rear Admiral Grace Hopper. Gaming the system. The earliest example of a video game comes from 1947, a cathode ray tube amusement device that allowed the user to simulate a missile being fired at targets. Tales from the cryptocurrency. As of December 2017, there were more than 1,300 recorded cryptocurrencies that were available for international investors to buy. Leave the nanometer running. A nanometer is 1/billionth of a meter, about the same size as a strand of DNA and invisible to the naked human eye. Meteorites on Mars. In 2005, the Opportunity rover found an iron meteorite on the surface of Mars. This is the first ever meteorite identified on the surface of another planet. Okay. Marathon runner. The Opportunity rover has traveled over 40 kilometers across the surface of Mars and is thus the rover that has traveled the longest off-world distance. Dust in the wind. Mars experiences large and violent dust storms due to the unique elliptical shape of its orbit around the sun. It takes Mars 687 Earth days to complete its orbit on the sun. A day or so on Mars takes 24 hours, 37 minutes, and 22 seconds to complete. Also, I think Singularity is the only one that I don't get achievements for, and based on the fact that this is full now, up to here, I think I'm getting kind of close to the end of this section, maybe? I'm not really sure. Also, I get a wolf now. Okay, yay. Wolves are canines that live in packs. Historically, wolves have a complicated history with humans. They are known to prey on domesticated animals, but were domesticated themselves by early hunter-gatherers and eventually evolved into modern dogs. I heard that the muscle that allows domesticated dogs to do the, like, puppy dog face is a thing that wolves don't have that muscle, and it was evolved into dogs that are around humans, which I think is fascinating if that's true. I don't know what source I heard that from, so I don't want to say 100% that it is true. Anyway, urban development. Mars has only about 38% of Earth's gravity. A 150-pound person would weigh only 57 pounds on the surface of Mars. Nice. That's fun. Okay. I want to get whatever this is. Okay. Okay. Well, now I'm earning more faster. Okay. But that's not what I was trying to look at. Come back. Rapa Nui, on a western Polynesian outpost, also called Easter Island, Rapa Nui carve Maui out of volcanic stone. The larger-than-life statues embody the spirit ancestors with giant heads, torsos, and coral eyes, but no legs. Hundreds of Maui ring the shoreline, gazing inward. I also don't know how to pronounce that word, and I probably did it wrong. Okay. I'm gonna read this first before it goes off and adds things. Okay, Machu Picchu. At the cusp of the Amazon basin and the Andes, Machu Picchu is a pinnacle of civil engineering. Without the wheel or iron, Incans design stone structures, terraces, and water system that will stand up to 500 years of earthquakes and landslides. It is so cool. I want to go there. I've never been there, but I've seen multiple documentaries about it and read books, and it looks incredible. Okay. I also have things here to do. Okay. Forge. At the heart of a medieval town is the blacksmith, crafting weapons for hunting or war and tools for farming, cooking, and building. A master trains apprentices, but only the best open their own forges. The very best craft ironwork for churches and castles. Speaking of castles, castle. In an age of political strife and rapidly advancing weaponry, heavily fortified stone castles replace wooden keeps on earthen mounds. They also reflect a growing concentration of wealth, becoming less austere and more ornate over the centuries. Longitude. Astronomy tools pinpoint latitude, the distance north or south of the equator, but tracking a ship's east-west position is less exact. Longitude requires dead reckoning, estimating speed and time traveled in a direction and factoring in currents and wind drift. standardized time when the whole world uses the same clock, it makes it easier to coordinate and communicate. Except today was daylight savings time, and not all of the world uses that. So that messes it up sometimes. Okay. Herbalism. Detailed, illustrated nature guides expand and spread our knowledge of how to use plants as medicines. Versions of the Herbal 1633 by John Gerard and other botanists will survive into the 20th century. Observatory. Woo! I like observatories. Islamic centers for observing the night sky enter a golden age. Meanwhile, in 906 CE, Maya astronomers build El Caracol, a viewing tower with 20 windows for tracking the sun and stars. The planet Venus, seen as the sun's twin, merits 3 windows of its own. Rocket. Fireworks shows spur inventors to improve rockets. In Germany, the first step rockets launch. A big rocket shoots sky high and burns out, then a little rocket fires to deliver the payload. 4 centuries later, multi-stage rockets will launch a space age. Stock market. In 1602, the Dutch East India Company invites people to own a piece of the spice trade. The modern stock market is born, a central platform for buying and selling shares in companies. Investors reap rewards, but also share in the risk of failure. Alright. I really need to start getting more stuff that earns... What is this called? I don't remember. Also, I can end this if I want and start over and... Okay. The more branches of reality that explore, the closer you'll be to fulfillment in our simulation. So... do have to end it at some point. Singularity. Human brain. Planet. Okay. You know what? I feel like I want to I've made so much progress, but I will not make more progress until I do this. So I have to. It's gonna be from the very beginning. It's okay. Okay. Entropy. That's what it's called, I think. Possibly. Maybe. Oh my gosh, there's nothing here. Oh, it's okay. I had so much progress. But this is fine, because now I will get even more things. I also am no longer earning the, these green things, so I don't know where those came from when I did start earning them, but they're no longer here, so that's interesting. Also, I'm not reading the stuff that I know for sure I've read before. because I just don't want to be super redundant with all of that, so. Okay. Entropy, I knew it. That's what it's called. Alright. I think for this, since I figured out that 250 is the maximum that gets it achievements, I'll just do 250 for all of these once I can afford that, which is not yet. So many. Okay. I need to try and get this leveled up so that once I leave it for however many days I leave it for next time, I will have it earning stuff since I'm starting over from the beginning. So many. Okay. And there's more snoring occurring. Also, this koala is cute. Okay, I know I said a little while ago that I was probably gonna end this soon, but then I got into all this, and now I'm starting over from the beginning, and now I cannot stop right now because I have to get it to a place where I can leave it for a little while. So... so many of these, okay. Tetrapod. Yeah. Okay. Turtles. I love the turtles. Okay. Oh, and I also have to look at, oh my gosh, ran out with only one left. Okay, there we go. I have to, of course, look at the explosion of all of the different types of creature, because that's always fun. And I have things here to get, so. So many things. Okay. Starting over in this game is so much work to get back to where you were, but it's also so satisfying, and in primary you do that so seldomly that it's very fun. What are you? There's a whale now. Okay. I need to fix more of the glitches in this version of the simulation so I get, hopefully, more entropy rather than light bulb or whatever that unit is. Alright. The music changes once you get ape. I just noticed that. Okay. So many things that I can get here. Okay. Abstract thinking. Perfect. And it changed again. Okay. Now that that's going, let's see. So much was just leveled up. Okay. This is going pretty fast, which is very satisfying. It's definitely not like what I had before, but I think it's worth it. This feels like it's accumulating faster, so I think maybe it is. But this is going pretty well, considering I just started the whole thing over. So many things to unlock. Whoa, the music changed very drastically again. Have I not had a hippo before? Maybe not. I don't think so. Okay, a large semi-aquatic mammal, hippos are native to sub-Saharan Africa, where they are mostly herbivorous. Despite their resemblance to pigs, they are actually more closely related to marine mammals such as whales and dolphins. Stonehenge. Have I not had Stonehenge before either? Maybe not. Europe's most famous megalith site, built over a millennium, features a giant altar stone ringed by towering monoliths and burial pits. On the summer solstice, the sun rises above a heel stone and shines on the center. I might not have had them either. Okay. We're getting new stuff. Perfect. Rhinoceros are large herbivorous animals with thick protective skin. They have a distinctive horn on their noses. They are critically endangered by human poaching due to the fact that their body parts are highly prized on the black market. And these... I think I've had these, right? I think so. Yeah, I have read about those before. Okay, so many, oh my gosh, that just unlocked a ton of things. Whoa, okay. So close. 98. Okay. I think I'm going to level up these guys that I can level up right now, which is a lot. Oh my gosh, the music changed again. Okay. Yeah. Is this one new? I think I read that one because I remember having no idea how it's pronounced. Okay. I am going to get these as leveled up as I can, and then leave this simulation to go to check on the others, and then try to end this because I could play this all night, and I've already played this for quite a while. I'm not sure exactly how long it's been, but I could play this all night, and I don't want to because, first of all, I have other things I need to do, and I also don't necessarily want to record that long. I think it's going to be better to break it into different videos, so I need to stop. I want to get this, though. Yay. I survived a plague. Technically, I have in real life, too. Pandemic, at least. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to get any of the rest of this because it takes a long time and it's expensive to upgrade and all that. So so close. So close. I want it so bad. Let me have my Velociraptor upgraded so that hopefully it will automate itself. And whatever that is. This is new. This is the one I need. Okay. I didn't notice that. How long has that been there? Oh, it looks cool. It's over somewhere. Okay. Where do I find it, though? That's the question. What the heck are you? Okay. That's the old one. Is it this one? Yeah, maybe. Okay. It was. Perfect. And now I've got mutagen, which I also needed for my thing here. And then I need, okay. I need Theropoda, which is here. Expensive. All of them are expensive. I will be back to that. Not today, but eventually. Once it's earned more, I will be back to that. Speaking of earning more, with the septillion amount of earned more, let's see which things. Guess it has to be Ganymede because that's the one I need next, and then alright. I have so much collecting to do. But I will actually leave this here for now because I have played this for a very long time, and I did a lot of stuff actually. I restarted both primary and Mesozoic, so that's exciting. And actually, I am not sure if there is Okay, entropy and idea produce more metabits. Each metabit is higher than the last turn, so for simulations there's a slow. Okay. So this is the Okay. I can't tell whether I have a new one here yet. But that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what I was saying before I got distracted by that. I'm not sure if there is a maximum number of restarting a certain simulation that's like an end goal. I don't know if this game has an end really. And I know they've had more content come out for the game recently, so it seems like it is still being worked on to some extent. So I don't really know, but I'm having fun with it, so I don't feel like stopping. But the very last thing, because I said I was gonna do this, the explosion of life forms, because that's always fun. And it works much better in the aquatic areas than this. But this is cool to see too. And then that stuff, and then that select. But for now, I am actually going to leave this here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!